Yo, what you doing? What it is, what it ain't. It's your boy, 450 Panda. We are live. TKO Radio 101, knock 'em out the box. It's Green Room Thursdays, Industry Thursdays. We back, baby. We've been gone for a little bit. It was, rerunning it and working and trying to get things fine-tuned. But we back like French's mustard slid on hot dogs in Chicago Park, top of the ninth. And, we up 2-1. And I'm coming up the bat with the thunder thighs, with the black pants, with the pinstripes, feeling good. You know what I'm saying? So we back.
Yes, sir.
We never left. We ain't going nowhere. But tonight, man, listen, I have the incredible crew. These guys have put together a event at the famous and infamous MJQ concourse. If you don't know anything about Atlanta, if you've ever came to Atlanta and you haven't come to MJQ, you are truly slipping on a unique experience. It's not a club. It's not a vibe. It's just like a whole. It's like if you were cooking gumbo and you took a little Project X and you're throwing it in with a little Flossie Da, maybe a little Mardi Gras, and you mixed it in with like a little Rumbala sauce. And then you added a little champagne on the side, but you poured a little Hennessy in it when your mama wasn't looking. That's equivalent to what MJQ is. It's just like a multiplex of different, entities and environments. But it's legendary. Like I can only talk about it so much. If you've never been to MJQ, you're missing out. You got to pull up. These guys do a party there. Is it the second or the third Saturday?
Third.
It's the third Saturday of the month. These guys do a party there, too. And it's actually this Saturday, and it's popping, man. Listen, you look at the reviews, check their pages, check the after movies. It's always a vibe. It's always a dance. But this crew is known as Night Shift, and it consists of legendary SAYJAY TL. It consists of the legendary I Am CYRUS guy, and it consists of the legendary Cook God. I'm gonna give him his flowers tonight. He don't even know. I'm gonna give him his flowers tonight.
Chef.
The Cook God, DEBROKA, man.
Cook up.
So yeah, man, make some noise for Night Shift. How y'all doing today?
Round of applause for greatness. So what an intro.
The gang is blessed. The gang is great. Good,
this thing is special on a bunch of different levels because these guys not only throw a dope show, but these guys are also my brothers. So I've known a lot of these guys, well, all of them, over a decade. They do amazing things individually as well as collectively, and it's opportunities. This is the reason I do this show, to take things like this event that they're doing and give it a light and give it the ability to be flowered. And it's a unique experience. I've been to a couple of them. Sometimes I get booked and I don't get to go, or we end up doing stuff like here, but I've been to a couple of them, and it brings back the old school 2013, 2014 Atlanta vibes, and we're just partying. We're just partying, and the best way to explain this, we were having fun.
That's when we met.
We were just having fun.
The whole goal of the whole thing.
We still having fun. We just brought it back.
But it was that fun that nobody cared fun. It's the fun where you don't need a section fun.
Yeah.
Like too many clubs where you need a section and you got to be important. You got to be walked in by security with the lights. This is the fun where you don't need a section. This is the fun where it's okay to go grab a $2 beer and just crush them all night. That type of fun is the fun we want to get back to. That's the type of fun you make it home at the end of the night with a big plate of Waffle House and a smile.
Boy.
That's not the fun when we're giving police reports and going through the mess and being sitting in front of Grady all night with your friends, praying and crying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for, as we were saying earlier before we got on the air, I'm all for the gym and for the fun, the wholesome fun. Getting back to just having a good time. Listening, it's not one specific genre.
Trying to take this thing back to basics.
Come on, man.
It's a party, man.
That's what it is.
That's what we do. Yeah. That's what we do. At the end of the day, when we go out, we're trying to party, right?
And have fun.
We're trying to have fun,
and
right?
Everybody is welcome. Like, it's like every single.
We don't care what you look
in that
like.
Crowd.
So let's break it down. What's the admission to get in?
$5 if you buy $5. Skip the
advance ticket.
And hold on, he said advance, skip the line is $5.
Yeah.
Where in Atlanta can you find a party that's $5, skip line, you can party all night, and I'm listening. I was just there. They got the bar. I don't think there's anything on the menu.
Hold on. Survey says you can't find it. That's what it is. You can't find it.
In Midtown? No, sir.
No. I almost did it. Anyway, I was told not to. Anyway, you can't. It's at the end of the day, man. MJQ is one of those venues that allows the true nature of what it makes a party, and keeps it, despite it turning it into a club format. That's the hard part about MJQ that other venues just can't get to.
But MJQ on a Saturday night is pretty scary for somebody who's never been in that type of environment because it's so many different rooms, so many different environments, and it's so much like you can go in one room and it'd be 70s and salsa. You go in another room and it'd be hip hop and merengue. You go in another room and it's night shift. It's like, what am I doing?
You have to fight to get anywhere.
To everywhere.
Like, you have to fight.
I mean,
bodies.
you have to fight to get to our room.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's why when we try and hold it down to it. When someone makes it to our room, they're staying there.
Yeah,
they're like, bro,
you locked in. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, because if you made it in our space already, you've already made it through.
You know what? I felt stupid the other night. You know why? Because if you're facing the stage inside that room, I didn't realize that there was bathrooms to the left.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
So I thought you had to like go back outside and go to the main room.
No.
And I looked and I
It's a dead end.
seen TK the Ninja Turtle coming out the bathroom.
Yeah.
I said, is that leaving there? Oh, that's TK. He said, those bathrooms over there. I was like, oh my God. So I realized I was like, there's everything you need.
Yeah.
Like even so much for the green room for like, there's everything you need inside that small room.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
We got it.
A lot of space.
That's
Even if you go past other,
parties,
there's a lot of space back
And it
there.
has the best sound system out of the whole venue.
So for those who do not know,
I'm telling
MJQ is 3 different spaces in one. It's 3 environments. When you walk into MJQ, you're going to walk down into an underground space. And
Literally,
they only have 2 more months
like
to
a
enjoy
cave.
it, so if you
Seriously,
want
a
to get
cave.
to it, please do. It's like a cave.
It's like a little shack, and then it goes down
And then,
into the
so when you get
underground.
down into this cave, you have your main area to
Let's
your
go to the ring,
left hand,
like-
to your left hand
Yeah,
side, right?
it's so fun.
And that's my wife is in the building. How's the photo booth area is there. You have the bar and it's just a nice big dancing space. And what makes that space so dope is that when people walk in, unlike a lot of other Atlanta venues where people walk in and look for the closest section or just to look on the couch to stand on it, people go to the dance floor to dance.
That's it.
People are dancing in this place. That's what makes it special.
You're trying to make Atlanta dance again. If you haven't noticed.
Literally.
Bro. Make those hats.
Listen,
let's put those in
shout out Bruce. Shout out Big Head Bruce, because Bruce has always posted something so real about Atlanta scene, which is like
That's a real Atlanta OG right there.
hip hop in Atlanta has washed the vibe.
Yeah.
It has washed the vibe. Everything
That's right.
is spin the block.
Yeah.
You would think you spin the block so much you're damn dizzy by now. You shouldn't spin so many blocks. You're dizzy. Like how can you see correct?
You know what I think about the Atlanta scene is? You know that game you do when you would you put your head down and you go in the back.
When you spin with the back.
Spend 30 seconds in the back.
And you
you
try to
just
run?
in a straight line. That's
You
the
get
Atlanta.
there off?
That's the Atlanta nightclub scene.
That is Atlanta.
Because
That's
you
about
gonna-
Atlanta.
You're gonna spin that block. You're gonna keep spinning
And then when you try to drive
You know
off,
what
you hit them getting the DUI.
Yeah.
That's Atlanta for you.
Either that or you're getting robbed.
because you're too damn busy.
Yeah.
It is,
This dumbass.
but Jesus Christ,
Hey, it wasn't me
watch
first.
your mouth.
I was talking about me, my bad.
It wasn't me first.
You call yourself a donkey. Is that what you're doing? Call
Yeah.
yourself a
Donkey.
donkey.
We all get, yeah.
Donkey of the day.
We all use our one slip up.
So you guys, now somebody gets, what does MJQ stand for?
Ooh.
Shit.
Big.
Wow.
Bombshell.
Can we call Adam?
I'm sorry.
You should text that.
Someone call Adam
Yeah,
right
you
now.
gotta text
him
him.
now. We gotta know that. Or text right. I got
Technically, we're drunken unicorns, so.
right. Thank you, Calvin. So,
Okay,
As I
but
look-
Drunken Unicorn what?
At
MJQ concourse.
MJQ.
so I will
It's a
continue my
concourse.
spiel.
You should be a
I'll
lawyer.
continue my spiel. You walk down the
Technicalities.
you walk down in the underground.
People love to be right, but I love the technicalities. It's the burger of me. You should know this.
So, for those still curious about these different environments, you walk
Modern
down.
Jazz Quartet.
Oh my God.
That is not what MJQ concourse stands for. The actual club.
Yes.
That's my wife.
So what is there? Is like a history behind it?
I mean, MJQ goes way back.
Okay, so
Tell me what to say.
come, she
Modern
can read
Jazz
it.
Quartet.
She can come read it.
No, I'm not too
All
long.
right, hand your phone over.
Get over there.
We need to know.
You've
Yeah.
decided to.
Don't turn right over
You
there.
entered the chat. You entered the chat, is what they say on Twitch. You
It's that,
entered the chat.
it's that person in the podcast that's just always just looking up.
And the information, yeah.
Yeah, you always need someone like
But
that.
I watch Gil's
You
Gil's
need
Arena.
that. Yeah.
I watch his podcast and with
He's
King
actually a
Arena.
dope
It's
It's
podcast.
super dope.
He's
He
actually
got
dope.
Rashad McCann. He be having Beverly on there, but they be going at it. But he has this this girl that's in the back,
Yeah.
and I want it. She
Fact finder.
fact, but
That's
her
it.
and the dude on the couch, they be fact finding everything.
You,
Like,
you can't get it right.
but that's why I get it from. Like people say something, it's like, all right, I get quiet, and they're like, how you got quiet? You don't ever get quiet. I'm researching right now because when I open my mouth again, I'm finna check you, my G. And if you're not lying, I'm finna give you your flowers.
Okay, you right.
Yeah, he right. He ain't lying.
This man-
But I'm gonna be like, hey, my G,
this man a long
you don't say
time.
that.
Ain't not many times he wrong. I'm just saying.
I don't like being wrong. I'd rather do the research and the due diligence and knowing the right answer and open my mouth and be right than be wrong. Because if you're wrong, you gotta be like, my bad, I was wrong. Why you look stupid?
If loving the Lord is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Just
Yeah.
read.
Yeah,
You know how many
You know?
times people open their mouth and work, and like you said, make it. If we spend more time dancing, then we spend less time doing dumb stuff,
That's it.
like talking in the club and not making any sense. You're drunk, you're under the influence of drugs and other
Take the hookah tip out your mouth.
extracurricular activities. You've been smoking hookah all night, and now you're trying to tell me that you about to own the biggest Lamborghini dealership in all of Georgia.
He's about to put you on.
Then you landed on the couch with a hookah tip in your mouth.
You
Make
met
it
it.
make sense, right?
You got 6 bottles of Andre in your VIP bottle section.
Not my favorite one.
But you trying to tell me that you finna open the next Maserati experience in Atlanta.
Get out of my
They got the Maserati yesterday. They finna give me the Maserati
I'm
experience.
okay on
I ain't like
Come on, my
We're
God.
not even. We're trying to make it a
Matter of
nice
fact, you know
thing.
what?
I don't like Maseratis.
Matter of fact, bro, spell Maserati right now.
We're
On
trying
the
to make it a nice
If you
thing
can't
that
spell
you don't even have time to talk about it. That's the goal.
The only time you
have
should
time to
have,
talk about
the only
it.
time you should have is to take college frat-like pictures with your friends
That's it.
because you're having a good time.
That's it.
And there is that. What's that? Oh, we have the booth for
That's
that.
one of it's in the middle.
Which reminds me,
Yeah.
I need a she about to photo booth.
We got a photo booth.
Got a wedding coming up. They said we need a photo
We
booth.
need our own photo booth.
Yeah, you go live on Facebook. All
We
types
need
of
our own-
stuff, man.
yeah.
Hey,
We need our-
$5
For,
again.
but
Please,
for
sir.
those who are interested, next night shift is this Saturday.
This Saturday,
This Saturday.
MJQ.
So we're getting real live with it.
We got
we
special
always do.
guests.
We got a special guest, our homeboy Joey Casanova.
Casanova.
Joey.
Fire producer.
Joey
fire
bagging
DJ.
dope.
I was like,
Yeah,
don't
word.
even produce.
Oh, yeah, he's fire.
Yeah.
He's
Fire,
good.
Yeah,
fire.
me and him, we
He's
get busy at
cooking
establishing.
in the back, like, yeah.
He's fired.
Yeah,
We actually cooked on
and
the other
to
day.
get to our
There's
room,
a double thing.
you walk into the concourse. You got on the left, you got the main area. That's the main room, legendary room. You got the red room, which is going to do always something like a left turn. Always going to do some like 70s night, some throwback night. Some of the dopest DJs in Atlanta DJ in that red room. They're
And they won't go
different,
past
but
the
they're
old
good,
school
man.
stuff. It's strictly old school.
And if you can make it through that room
Good old
and
school.
somehow not catch
That's
a
what you found me
groove,
as
because
that,
you
man.
will, but you always have to take a
Two
break,
steps
and then you end up in our room. Boom! Now we got you.
You
And
gonna
that's
find
our
me
room.
in the old school room, me and Zan Man with 2 old hookers from
Oh, yeah.
Fairmont Lounge.
Oh,
2-stepping in the good shoes.
Done. Done.
I'm
Hey.
staying away from that room.
Your rent gonna get paid. That's all. I
Well,
know.
listen, scratch the rent. Scratch the rent. Listen, sexy. I'm gonna call. Look, you know how to be like, hey, mommy, sexy Nana. That's her name. She old. Sexy Nana. Put me on your life insurance policy.
Hey.
Put me on your life insurance
Get
policy.
that thing.
I'm trying to listen. When she passed, I'm trying to be at the funeral shedding tears.
You already talked about food.
Oh my God.
I said when she passed. It could be 5 years from now. Which brings me to this next segment. So I put together a segment recently. It's pretty fun. I tested it on Cyrus here the other day, and he couldn't make it through the first 2 questions.
Very
So,
good. Very good.
This segment coming up is called "Put It in the Coffin."
This is horrible.
This is called "Put It in the Coffin." All
Yo,
right.
R.I.P. to that guy.
Now each of you guys get a subject. Each of you guys get a subject, right?
Hey, yo, that dude.
Yeah, he really died.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that. Boss Lady, he did pass away.
Like, homie
recently.
is for real.
Like I think last year he passed away.
R.I.P. to the whole.
He put himself in enough coffins that he finally went to where
He
he
finally
wanted
went
to go.
to a real coffin.
But listen, that's how you know God don't lie. If you manifest it enough, it will happen. If you manifest it enough, it will happen. Okay? That's why the tongue is a powerful thing. You cannot profess things that powerful that amount of times and expect the dice to roll and not to land on you. He rolled a dice that had his name on 4 sides.
Is there a checkout button?
No, no, we're not checking out. We're keeping it real here. Honesty is the best policy. be transparent,
I'm crying.
like this casket. Let me stop if I get canceled before I get on. Listen, I'm not making fun
We're on
of
the
that
radio,
man.
sir. We're on the radio.
I'm not making fun of that man.
Not in the kitchen.
All
We're
I'm
on the
saying
radio.
is that man did enough of putting. He caused enough product devaluation at Walmart,
Publix,
in Publix,
Kroger. They don't.
all the
like
pineapples just gone. Nobody's getting
I wonder
fresh
how many
produce.
lawsuits you got before you went down.
A lot. It was a lot. But listen, we're gonna play this game called "Put Him in the Coffin." Shout out to my guy.
R.I.P.
We're gonna play this game called "Put Him in the Coffin." Okay. But first, before we play this game, we're gonna go to commercial break. It's your boy 450 PANDA TKO Radio and knock him out the box.
Someone's trying to check me out.
You gotta get
your boy 450 Panda. We're back 101 TKO Radio. Green on Thursdays, Industry Thursdays, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm here with the boys, Night Shift.
Woohoo!
CJ ATL,
now.
DEBROKA. Cyrus had to leave us. He had to go catch a gig.
Night shift -1.
Night shift -1.
It's all good.
Night shift.
Night
Night
shift.
We'll leave it.
It's a long ass.
Yeah, it's a long shift.
Long ass.
But listen, man. So look, y'all boys got a unique experience going on there.
Yeah, man.
What type of genres can people expect when they come?
Young Thug.
All right. Young Thug after 1:30. You know.
No, it's like so we have a religion.
I said, what type of genres can you expect from Young Thug?
Yeah, I mean, nah, that's a
Everybody else
fact.
like,
It's a religion.
It's a
So
fact. It's a fact.
After it's kind of like when people have to like pray at a certain time, like for night
It's a-
shift,
it's a
like
religion.
anytime after 2:30, we're playing Young Thug to close out the night for the most part.
2:30. Now we
So
play
the genre-
It might be like 2:15.
So the-
So we usually do that to close the night. But
No, SAYJAY will be playing, and I'll run up there and be like, "Hey, bro, Young Thug," and you're like, "Bro, yeah, that's what I was thinking." And then like the crowd goes crazy, bro.
now
It's
we,
gotta be at the right time.
now it's not out of nowhere. We do that because back in the day, me and this young gentleman here, Mr. Zach DeBroka, we used to play over at Graveyard a lot when Graveyard was still open over on the east side. And our thing was always playing those Young Thug, like those mixtape tracks that like
But the
people
first
that
one.
only the streets knew. You know what I'm saying? Like
you have
pull
to
up
be
on
Miss
a
Atlanta to
kid.
know what those songs were.
DeBroka, you would show up to ball.
Like the tracks you can't pull up on Apple Music.
DeBroka, you would show up to ball, and you would show up with what is his name? Who's super funny, super funny.
Oh, D.
D.
Yes.
Yeah,
You would show up with
Yes.
Dale
Yeah.
to ball, and CJ be on already, and I'd probably be either on the mic or trying to do something else. And
Pump
you-
the mic.
you would show up, and I'd be like, "Yo, what up? What you finna do?" He'd be like, "I'm finna play some Thug." And I used to think it was the funniest thing in the world
Yeah.
until he got on, and the first song would be Thug.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yo, this
And
guy
the
is serious money."
whole crowd
Yeah.
would be singing every lyric.
But this is like
This is prime Thug.
Also,
We're talking
also,
Thug in
we're
his
talking
prime.
blonde Thug.
we're
Yeah.
talking Jeffrey.
We're talking
Yeah,
in
yeah.
a Hooters tank top.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking.
We're talking
Yeah.
Thug when it was like, "Are you playing?"
He said,
Thug?"
"Oh."
I'm talking prime.
So-
ad-lib
so-
Thug. You know?
So listen,
Yeah.
you
I'm only talking Thug
for
ad-lib next
YouTube
minute.
because it's YouTube right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. CJ is considered one of the top 5 technical DJs in Atlanta when it comes to sets. And you're slept on as one of the most influential producers that can produce in a bunch of different genres. What is your go-to genre to produce in?
Dude, I can't even. That's not even.
Whatever he feels.
Nothing.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, what have you been cooking lately?
Lately, I mean, I've also honestly been on like this kind of style of like, it's kind of like lo-fi sound, but with hard
It's like a
808s and hard drums.
Like Atlanta lo-fi?
Spotify is calling it Vapor Twitch. Like, I don't know.
Vapor Twitch?
That's what Spotify named it.
Vaporwave.
Spotify is just making their own genres and playlists, but
But
it's
they gotta-
actually
they
kind
can
of
do it,
working
though.
because like,
Yeah, we're gonna start making Deep House Jeffrey.
yeah, nah, they really be doing
No,
that.
that will
But
happen.
I will say, like, this whole thing is like, I've been making it for a long
Jeffrey.
time now, but now I've been like really digging in with the Spotify algorithm, and now it's like a lot of other people doing the tune is really dope. It's like lo-fi, like, you know, instrument sounding stuff, but then really hard knocking like 808s and drums, and it's like
So should
that's what I've been making a
So
lot.
Spotify's
Also,
being weird. Should I take like a bunch of Young Thug ad-libs and make nothing but house music on it, call it like Jeffrey House?
Yeah, you could.
yeah, you could.
You literally could. There's
And then
enough samples
Spotify
there.
will call it something. They might
Yeah.
just like call it Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Thug House.
Thug House. Thug House.
That shit's
Yeah.
been popping
That'd be
recently.
hot.
Like I've been,
Just
yeah.
saying.
Even
That'd be
actually,
hot.
we've been kind of doing some shit like that recently. Like me and my homie, we had this song called "Red Like Elmo," and he's like rapping like high pitched like Elmo. Like,
Yeah.
We made this banger house like tech house record under it. And,
What's
like,
up with everybody rapping like Elmo?
I know, man. I was
It's a-
like,
it's a-
my
it's a
boy was
vibe,
doing
I
it like
guess.
before it was a thing, and then now like
Trendy.
I'm not
Kanye
lying.
just put out Vultures. He has that one record where he's like all high pitched, and I was like, yo, he's gonna be mad.
I love
bro.
four. What's it? Four Bats.
Which one?
Four. You never heard Four Bats?
I feel like I have though. What is it?
I slided nothing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love Four Bats.
Oh, bro, I love that song.
Yeah.
But like the raspy high pitched
That's
shit, like that's been like
yeah.
But that's
Four
been, like,
Bats.
a
But if
thing,
you
though.
listen to the original version, They took his originals. They took his voice. He like sung it.
That's a
They
dude.
like chopped it. Yes, a dude. It's
See
like,
what I mean?
have you never seen like what he looks like?
Bro, I just listen. I have an R&B rotation going at my house at all times.
That's why I said
And
he,
that's
he
where
forced
it's
me to
playing.
log in on my
Yeah.
Spotify.
That's good stuff.
You have to see what they look like because when you
The
see what they
R&B
look like,
list-
you don't expect the song to come on the way it is.
The R&B list.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. This is terrible on my end. I thought Thames was a dude.
You thought Tim's was a dude?
Yeah, until I actually saw a video of like Thames singing, and I was like, oh snap! I was like, my bad.
No, Tim's is
Nah,
one of the most gorgeous women in the
Matt-
One of
world.
the gorgeous and most talented women, period. As far as vocalists.
So formats killed me because I was like, oh, that got to be like some little wet dude in R&B. This is formats.
This is literally what we do when we're hanging out, by the way.
Yeah,
This is
nothing different.
wow. They really pitched this dude up.
They pitched him on twice, 2 octaves up.
2 octaves. Or 2 semitones.
They pitched it.
But do you see how he's dressed? Do you see his crew?
Yeah,
They have choppers.
yeah. I would have
They
never.
got sticks. They look like they about to.
I
He
would've-
looks like he's gonna come on like spin the block bag. Something trying to try.
That's
I
been a
would have
thing for a while,
never
though,
gotten
like,
that from that.
I mean,
track.
honestly,
No.
like that goes all the way back.
Like
to
if I show
COVID.
my wife this right now, she's gonna be like, "What?"
What is happening?
Yeah.
Most people look at him and be like, "What is happening? That's not him."
But still, that
Like Kai Cenat was on Twitch and saw that, and he was like, "Wait a minute, when is he going? When the rapper gonna come in?" He goes, "Oh, that's him." He resonates like, "No, that ain't him. That ain't him." He goes, "Whoa, wait a minute," and I'm like,
So
"Yeah,
they chopped and screwed it at the end.
bro." But they chopped his voice from his original, and then after they chopped it, they pitched it up like 2 or 3 times.
So the whole
also like
the whole vocal is a sample.
yeah.
Like
No, that's him singing.
no. What I'm saying is they
Oh, yeah.
they bounce
manipulate it.
the vocal and then use it as an instrument and pitch that thing up because he's up.
Up.
That's like the vocal like manipulation nowadays. Like everyone does in the house records, that whole technique where it's like a vocal bender. It's like a frequency shifter. So
Yeah,
it's like you can
yeah.
shift the format to high.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's high, but it's still at the same octave, same everything. And then you can change the actual pitch down to low.
Right.
And you can turn like the dry wet to 50%. So it's half like just super
You
effective,
can do
high,
crazy
low,
things.
formatted, but then
Trust
you still
me.
have the real one
You
just
can do
blended in.
crazy things. These
And that's
new
like what
producers.
all like the electronic people are doing. But
For
even now,
people
like
that
hip
just
hop,
listen to
they're doing
music,
that.
this
Like,
is how we listen to music.
yeah.
We break this thing down.
I got a
How
couple
you
of
doing
house
that?
tracks coming out, bro, and the way TJ has played with my voice, I sound light skinned and light.
but
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
I sound husky. I don't
Well,
sound
well,
large. I
yeah,
sound
some
husky.
shit.
yeah.
I love
So, baby, we
technique.
sounding husky in this thing.
I'll be doing that for like an artist, and they'll be like,
I was like, you talking
That
about
boy
heavy
sound
drum
like
shot?
that boy sound like 400 PANDA.
I'll be doing that for like
Keto Panda?
Calorie deficit PANDA.
Calorie counting
Wait,
Panda.
I wanted to bring this up too, though. Like, I wanted to pick up my phone.
Ooh.
What about picking my phone?
But that's still like one of my
Yeah.
favorite records, though. We never did shit with it, but
Pick
like,
up the phone,
we need to-
baby.
no, I'll pick up the phone.
Yeah.
Oh,
We need to
yeah.
put it out.
Pick up the bro. That's my
I'll pick it up.
ringtone.
But you know, I wanted to put Zan on it.
Bro,
Bro,
someone
we
call
don't
me right now.
like, nah, like, I
It's
mean,
not. It's literally my ringtone.
that would be fire, but still, it's still fire just with you on it. Even if we didn't even have a verse on it, like just you on the hook and then just a hard ass beat for the verse.
Bro, call me right
Yeah,
now.
No, your hook was
We
the
can put
hardest
it. We can
part.
put it out though.
Zach, call me right now. Seriously.
He said, "Zach, call me right now."
I have
I
to
made
sing.
this,
I have
like,
to sing blasting.
years ago.
Everyone at my car dealership that I work at knows his voice because of this track.
I'm telling you, the hook is just so crazy. Like the verses, anyone can hop on that verse. Like it's like cool.
So
like,
so Zach one day goes, I'm gonna make a TikTok thing out of out of the iPhone ringtone, and I was like, no, you're not. And then he
Wait,
did
what
it, and
you
it was
into?
amazing. I gotta turn off my silence, or maybe it's on because
I could just play it.
yeah, just play. But it's amazing, and Callie's on the vocal, Zach's on the beat, and you made a whole TikTok about
Zach
it.
has songs.
Yeah.
Like I played the track that we did that like
I don't know how it's gonna pick up, but we're gonna play it.
Hey, pick up my phone. Pick up my phone.
That hook's so hard.
That makes me pick up. I always try to pick up the phone when he says pick up the phone. That song has helped me sell a car before.
Also, one of the hardest parts, because like in music recording, I saw like Tyler the Creator saw this one time. He's like I'm a big fan of moments. Like are very important in songs. Like, you know, how like this random moment that just happened in the moment,
Yeah.
and then people be like, "Yo, that was so hard. Like, why don't you like draw it out and do it again?" He's like, "Nah, like it happened once and that's it. I'm not gonna like overdo it."
Yeah.
So like that song, I remember at the end, remember the beat cut out because it ended, and you kept rapping.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, because I didn't expect either. You just kept rapping and rapping, and then y'all just put the beat back in like 4 bars later.
Yeah.
That shit, like, that shit. I'm just saying, it blew my mind. It blew my mind. I was so hyped when that happened because I was like, I knew the beat ended. I was like, yeah, the beat's over. He's gonna still rap.
I was
And all of a sudden, y'all put it back in.
I wasn't
like,
done
4
cooking.
bars
It
later.
wasn't done cooking.
Nah, like it was, bro. I'm saying, nah, like that song was.
We got tracks
great
that we
thing.
did years ago.
Timeless records. Dude.
We got tracks we did years
Timeless
ago.
records. Wait till iPhone finally puts out in their ringtone. We're gonna go crazy. You already know I'm gonna be the first one to hop on it. You hop on that hook, and let's actually do it. Let's
we
do this one.
got a song that we did that I played for Nappy when he was here last time. He was like, "So why don't y'all put that out?" I'm like, "I don't know."
But the cute one,
The melodic one.
the cute one. Now, like the project file is called Cute AF.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
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 I think.
Shout out Nappy.
Right.
Out in California.
So there's 3 people that told me
That's
that I should
awesome.
have put that song out, and I haven't listened. I don't know why. Lucy told me a long time ago to put that out. He was like, "It's dope. It's melodic. It's different."
Yeah.
Nappy recently just told me to put it out. Who was the last person who put it out? And Gasly, when he was here, he came into the Gang Out show, and I ended up like driving around late night. We was up to like 8, 9 a.m. talking to my buddy pretty much at the airport, and he was like, "Bro, that song you played earlier tonight." I'm like, "Which one?" He was like, "That like melodic one. Put that out." I'm just like, "All right, that was random, but okay." So I'm like, "Bro, we low key, we need to go ahead."
It's a banger,
That's what I'm
dog.
saying. I tried to find the project file for that the other day, and it's like it's non-existent.
It's non-existent.
It's like, you know, like where we got, what we got is what we got. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I was digging through all my old songs and like trying to fix up old songs, but like some of them like blew up on my old laptop. Like literally.
So let me ask you a
exploded.
question: do you ever play any of your old beats or anything that you're working on at Night Shift to try to like see
Oh,
if it cooks?
well, I mean, you know, Night Shift, like, if you see in like a lot of the promos, I like literally make like 2 or 3 like club edits or club remix or even originals like every month for like the promos, but also for like when we play. So it kind of brought me back into that. That's what you already know. That's what I used to do back in the day. Remember, I used to just cook up like bangers and then want to play them at these big shows. I did that a lot of Night Shift, and it was like a great thing because it's like club but like trap. It's honestly not really like a thing. Like it's like Jersey club mixed with trap. It's not like a thing that's really happening, but it's like my own like vibe of doing it.
A
Like,
lot of the creative
even made a Night Shift
behind
anthem.
Night Shift is Zach. Like, I'm really more of like the captain as far as just like bringing the talent together and bringing people that I feel like.
What's the black dude in Marvel that was gonna be Captain America after the dude died?
Oh yeah,
Don Cheadle?
Yeah, no.
Is that Don Cheadle?
I mean, I look like Don Cheadle, but
it's not Don Cheadle.
it's not Don Cheadle. It's the other dude, Anthony.
Mackie.
Yeah, Mackie. Yeah, that dude. Yeah.
The Falcon.
Yes,
Nah,
the
I mean,
Falcon. Yeah, yeah.
Nah,
He's a new Captain America.
SAYJAY like really holds it down like at the club, like in general. You know what I'm saying? Because like I went like crazy like with the branding, the graphics, the design, the marketing, everything. And you know, like even through all the years, I was never like that super front and center stage man.
He's always a children.
Even like then, it was like I always performed like in front of people that were like there to be like, oh, DEBROKA and like whoever else is playing type shit, type whatever. And like SAYJAY, you know, it's like I've kind of having to learn again how to read crowds and stuff. But like he controls the crowd, like puppetry, like kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like he holds.
He's very good at that.
He'll be going at like 2 or 3 hours, like you know, like. It's just like a magic thing that he has, and he's like built over all these years. And I've always gassed you up about it ever since like we've been friends.
It's endurance running, dog. I'm Kenyan.
But it's
You know what
like
I'm
you're
saying?
never like tired of it.
It's
Like,
hitting that marathon. You know what I'm
It's like
saying?
for
Like
me
it's
too,
not
yeah.
a sprint, bro. Like you gotta pace it. But you can't burn out that crowd. It's a dance you gotta do between just keeping them engaged, but also keeping them going to the bar because you gotta get people paid in that venue too. You know what I'm saying? Like
if you hit them too tough, too fast,
you can't do
when
that.
you burn them out, it is so hard to bring them back.
So it's just
and also
it's
hit him with
about
like some
doing
left field
just
stuff. It's
enough.
like there's a time and place for that because it was like sometimes I try and do that. Obviously, it's like what I just weird whatever. And you know, like one of the, like a while back, like I played a full ballet phone set. So weird and so different, and everyone went crazy. But if I tried to do that again, everyone was like, "What is this? Like garbage?"
But it was
but that's not necessarily
but it was
it's
the
all
feel,
the hype
bro.
put out, bro.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed nowadays there's certain genres that make no sense why they're relevant. and there's certain DJs that go play sets. It's like, why does he play?
Mm.
But he might have something that we don't have. He might, and it might not be something that he might have an indoor drone that you can throw in the air and get type of visuals that the club wants. So they use him for that, and that's why he gets those prime slots. Like, you never know what somebody has to keep them in a position. But every DJ is not good. Every DJ can't keep a crowd.
Yeah.
I watched DJs burn out a crowd in 10 minutes.
For sure.
And then when you're trying to get them back, you're like, especially being the guy behind them, like, it's not the worst thing coming behind somebody and they're like, they've just like tried to exhaust the crowd. Even worse than EDM, like when you're playing, like, if you go to like Iris and there's a young guy DJing in Furhead, if he's just killing all the plates, if I'm sitting down and I've worked on my set,
But
and I hear you play 8 or 9 songs
it's
in
not
my
even
set.
about plates too. It's still about energy, because if that person still goes up and tries to do like 10 double drops at like in an 11 to 12
But there's
minutes,
certain songs,
And they were-
regardless,
and-
if you
but-
play them, they go
but if
off.
Yeah.
they could have all been ridiculously fire, right? And it's you're just like, wow, that was dope. You still did it at 11 to 12. Like, it doesn't change that fact, and then you're still having to come up behind that person, and that crowd that just went hard for the last 45 minutes is
And
like,
keep them.
I'm tired,
Mhm.
and you have to still find a way to retain them. That's the challenging part, and that's the part with Atlanta that we've been kind of good with being able to manage, as far as like, all right, you guys go to the bar, figure it out for 15 minutes, you'll come back to the dance floor, and then I'll grab you then. But until then, I'll just play around with some genres and see where you guys fall.
Taste and test.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just gonna go in there with a game plan. Like, I'm playing this, and then if it doesn't work, now I'm just screwed, and then I have no clue what to do. I'd rather just kind of like search and destroy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's cool.
That's
About
it.
like night shit though. It's like we don't have to worry about any of that stuff. It's like we all have our own like lane of how we do stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
All you guys
say
play
hold it down
different
the way
styles
that-
anyway.
Yeah, like it's like, and like I'm always like unexpected for whatever I'm gonna do. Like nobody expects certain things I'm gonna do. Like got in trouble because like too many girls got on stage and started twerking. Like
actually,
started shaking the DJ off the thing, and they're like, why is this guy doing that?
yeah, your set is the one that actually garnered, as far as throughout all these, we've almost been there for a year now, which is amazing. Out of all the months we've been there, I think the one set that you had a couple months back was the most people we've had on stage ever. Yeah, and it was just random
It
too.
was just all like random girls that just started twerking.
They were
It's
good.
I want to ask you guys a couple questions about what y'all gonna do in the future, but first we gotta pay the
Ooh.
bills and go to commercial break.
Ooh,
Gotta pay the bills. Gotta pay the bills. Gotta
that's
pay
a
the
good commercial break right
bills.
there.
All right.
So we'll be back. This your boy 450 Panda on 101 TKO Radio.
Good question.
450 Panda. We are back on 101 TKO Radio, knocking on the box for Green Room Thursdays.
Yes,
This
sir.
is Industry Thursdays, man. Y'all, I'm with the night shift crew. 2/3 of the night shift crew. It's a pie tonight. Y'all like a tiramisu right now going on here.
I mean, we've always been that.
They know it.
Remember the Oreo line? The Oreo line for
Well,
Honey Dutch?
Yeah.
Oreo line?
What I say? Y'all, if y'all was a trap DJ group, y'all be Nabisco.
Okay.
That's hard. That's hard.
Nabisco. You just
Cream?
gotta respell it.
Cookies and cream?
Cookies and cream
I
with
like
the
that
K's.
too.
Yeah, you know.
Ooh.
Cookies and cream with the K's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Swirl.
Little swirl.
A little
Little swirl.
little dust of cocoa on there.
It's always funny.
Ah,
It's always funny when your white friends when they put the game on. He's like, yeah, you know, baby, little swirl. You like that swirl.
Hey, I got it from y'all.
You know what I'm saying? That's flavor.
You did.
So check me out. So MJQ has a lot of big things coming up. You guys are in the Drunken Unicorn inside MJQ.
Yeah.
As far as night shift, we know night shift's not going anywhere right now. So what can people look forward to in the 2024 season of night shift?
So in night shift, you know, we're not gonna confirm or not confirm. We're confirming, but yeah, we got a new venue coming up at MJQ because you know, as people know, the venue is going to be closing soon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as
So
everything is developing in Atlanta,
Yeah.
so is the lot that MJQ is on, unfortunately.
What are they gonna put there? Though? That's what's baffles me.
You know the
condos.
So they're gonna knock down Chipotle, or they gonna put Chipotle under the condos?
Probably under the condos.
That would be
probably gonna rebuild.
No, that would be
Right.
smart though. That would be smart to put
Yeah.
Chipotle right back under the condos.
They gonna get rid
Leave
of
that whole garage area open where you can still go through.
It's already like kind of underground. You know what
I
I'm saying?
mean,
So,
Honestly, they could just put the offices down where MJQ is and where the
Yeah.
tattoo shops
They're
are.
gonna annihilate all that.
But-
They're gonna build
but,
something.
you know, unfortunately, our
Are they
class,
knocking out that whole lot?
I
Yeah,
think so.
man.
I mean,
Like
the shops up the top?
Elder
You know that-
Tricia.
you know those huge condos,
You know-
the big concrete ones right by the Kroger,
Mm-hmm.
like the huge ones. That's what they're putting right there. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be weird, man.
It's Shiki out there on the
Either way,
phone with her feet in the
times
air.
is changing.
I'm about to record this.
Yeah, get her.
I'm sorry.
SAYJay's
My wife loves to roast me.
SAYJay's wife is currently at the
She
station
got,
where
she got her own.
she's
little
laying on the
thing
couch
going on.
outside in the lobby of the station with her feet in the air like a 6-year-old. You know, like a 12-year-old when you're talking to that girl you want to talk to. You're like, so you like Starburst too? Girl, I didn't know you like Starburst. Which kind?
What's your favorite flavor?
What's your favorite flavor?
Say it on three.
Say it on me. She out there with her feet in the air.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Listen, when women get to talking about that gossip,
Oh, they talking.
oh man, they just be like,
They talking.
and what did these papers
She just
do?
told me about her podcast I did. I ain't
I'm about
gonna
to
say
say,
it.
full disclosure, me
Way
and the
too
wife
provocative.
came from, we refused to go out to dinner on Valentine's Day. You ain't hit me on the prefix menu. You're not. I can't get what I want. You tell me I got to spend $125 per person? Per person?
You only got 2
I
options?
spent
Oh, yeah,
I
bro.
spent
There's Valentine's
$125
menu?
tonight.
The
On
Valentine's
just me
menu is a
and, me and
He
her.
said, tonight.
Ordering everything we wanted. And
Oh,
the people were so nice. Hey, shout out number 246. They hit us with a free pizza. Woo!
Mm.
Free shots on the way out. Hey man, if you want to get some good service, good Italian food, number 246, Decatur. That's the spot. But
And we normally don't even plug people like that on this show.
we really don't. We
But if
really
the food
don't.
was that good, we don't plug you. Shout
Hey,
out
I got
to
a whole free pizza.
Hey, listen, a whole
But
free
that's
pizza.
a top tier pizza.
Right, that was a top.
No, that's not a pizza.
We're not
that's a
talking
pie.
Little Caesars.
That was
Pie.
a
So I was saying, we're not talking
top.
Little Caesars now. We're talking about a real pie.
I'm talking about like
They have basil on
fork
it?
and knife. Mama.
We're talking about
Yeah,
you
basil
can
on
eat.
I'm talking fork and knife. You know what I'm saying?
Basil.
Woo, of course.
All right, see, yeah.
We're talking, he gave you a ramekin of Parmesan because they don't use the fake packs. He took it out the whole.
Nah, they
Let's
have
straight,
now the
let's
sous
straight,
chef
let's
out
straight
in
hit
the
it with
front
that
is-
little twist, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Now that's, don't you pause. Pause. Don't you ever hit that twist again.
Hey,
Nobody's
don't
twisting
worry.
like that on my pizza, sir.
Oh, they is though.
No,
They-
no. Listen,
Man,
nobody
man.
will ever come and do this on my pizza.
You ain't got a pizza shop with me.
No, I'm not going to that pizza shop with you. That pizza shop is on 10th and
My
Piedmont.
boy don't want his pepper double fisted now.
Come on, man. Hit him with that. Hit him with that super twist.
You going to Mr. Toasties?
Yeah.
That boy gonna be
Like a
at,
Toasties
he's
sub
gonna be
shop.
at a real nice restaurant with his wife. That's a real color. He's gonna say salt and pepper. Trish gonna say, "Yes, I'll take some." He's gonna be like, "No, you will not."
Pulls out
Nah,
the
she
shade weight.
good.
Pulls out the
She
shade
good.
weight, man.
I would say she good. I'm gonna reach in my pocket. I'm gonna have a little ones that come in the plastic that say salt and pepper on it with a little bulge. You gotta rip them across. Yeah,
He says,
shake her down.
Sir, this is dry aged Parmesan. 50 years.
I'm gonna come out with I'm gonna come out with a small traveler's pack of Kraft
That boy,
Parmesan.
instead of the little paper size of salt, he gonna have like Himalayan salt.
Yep. I'm gonna have ramekins in my
He's gonna
pocket.
have truffle black pepper.
I get small little glass vials that people with their
So
With the
you're
crystals
so,
in?
so you're saying
So-
you're gonna be the only one doing the twist.
exactly. I'm the only one doing the twisting of the seasoning.
Yeah.
The marination of this meat is only gonna be the one by me.
So the way it comes up, you snatching that big old thing.
No,
God.
Yeah.
that's another boss. I'm not snatching that thing.
Yes, you is, man.
What are you talking about? I'm coming with my own seasonings, so I don't have to do what
Yeah.
you're doing, bro.
Alright, man. We on a different
Come
page,
over
man.
the automated cracker.
Where are you eating that, man?
That boy just hitting the button at the top and it's
I'm
cracking
tired,
out.
man.
And there's no
He
twisting.
said there was no twisting involved.
This is stress free,
I just
stress free, not all the
He
free.
said he got carpal
I
tunnel.
guess.
I'll be damned if I go to a restaurant and the waiter walk up and he got the carpal tunnel thing on, but he asking me, do I want extra seasons? Sir, you've been doing this too long.
If the server broke his wrist.
Sir, you've been doing this too long. You got carpal tunnel from Parmesan. You need to stop this.
The server got broken wrist, but he's still trying his hardest.
You're making me feel insecure about the pizza places I go to.
Yes, man. I'm wondering what type of pizza places you go to.
I mean, they're expensive. I know that.
Listen, that type of stuff got to be expensive.
That's Atlanta. dog.
That's the love me.
Atlanta.
All right, hold on.
That's
Time out.
it,
All right,
man.
everybody, favorite pizza spot. No, man.
Yours is love me long time pie.
All right, number two. That's not it.
Yo.
Fellini's. Fellini's? For real?
Fellini's is good. I ain't
I
gonna
mean,
lie.
not as good, but like your favorite.
All right, so
I don't know, man.
keep it above. My
Okay.
favorite pizza spot for more than multiple reasons and situations was Jack's, and they closed.
Right.
Jack's had the vibes. It had the outdoor
I ain't
patio
gonna lie.
area.
But the pizza.
246 they just
Come on, bro.
I just had a real good
A big,
pizza.
Big Mama soulful
Okay,
pizza from
Argosy.
Jack's.
Argosy has a real good pizza.
Okay.
Nobody beating Jack's, bro. They got mashed potatoes, fried chicken, and
As long
collard
as
greens
you
on
got-
it.
got
That's
a
good,
brick,
Jack's
if
a
you
lot.
got a brick oven,
And I'll be going there fighting off bones to get out of there.
I don't care.
There be
They
shit
have
out
pizza
going
with
on there.
mashed potatoes, gravy, fried chicken, and collard greens on it. You just
Okay,
doop,
okay.
doop, doop, doop the hot sauce and go crazy.
Well,
y'all
know.
don't let me bring the wife in about Jack's. That's fighting.
But have you had?
Shiggy, come here.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh boy. Anyway, let me at least explain what we doing with night shift. before
Oh,
we get
yeah.
to Jack's. So with night
Enough with the
shift,
pizza
man.
jokes.
So obviously with MJQ closing, we got to move location. So the owner over there, his name's Ryan Purcell, great guy. He's actually a real good friend of all of ours. He initially was in the industry as like a photographer, actually a DJ, then a photographer, and then he
Very
stacked
good.
up his money, and now he's pretty much bought up MJQ, and so he's responsible for the next phase of it. That's why we have Watch Your Step there. I see why he made sure of that. My bad, dog. Anyway,
It's okay.
she messed up the whole one. So we are now moving over, obviously with Ryan's help and him having a whole team and people helping him out over the underground.
Which is gonna be amazing.
We haven't seen a location yet. A lot of information still in the wraps, but you know we got
They've been working on it for a
theoretically a
while.
couple more months until we're actually ready to start rocking and rolling over there. So maybe a couple more night shifts over at the old location before we actually start switching gears over to underground. Possibly like
You gotta have
April, May.
You gotta have that bye-bye show.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna
People-
do all like the homies in
Bye-bye.
there. But also, so like another thing, just about like updates about like the night shift stuff. Last year, yeah, it was like always just us every single show. You know, we kind of were just keeping like that, building it. But ever since this year, we're bringing in a special guest every show, like a homie. Like we're kind of like very protective about it. Like anyone that we bring in, we want to make sure it can hold it down. Like properly, you know. So like we have Joey Casanova this week. He's
Joey's
sick.
fine.
Sick producers, sick DJ.
Yeah.
Like
Zach's
he's gonna
had-
crush it.
Zach's had his artist, Tony.
Tony Milan, shout out
He's
to
been
him.
killing
He's
it.
about to start releasing all of our songs. I
This
produce
kid's
all of
gonna be
them.
big. I can feel it.
He's a great
He's
artist,
got,
singer, songwriter.
Shout out Tony.
He's a
Shout
smart
out
man.
Tony.
He's
Well, actually, his
smart. He knows
name
what he's
his name
doing,
is
man.
Dreamy now.
Yeah.
Dreamy.
Dreamy. Yeah.
His
Sounds like
marketing's on point, man.
Sounds like a Brewster's flavor.
And the dude,
He is a British flavor.
And
Like
he-
the
honestly-
most wild flavor that they got.
Dreamy.
So,
he can perform.
Let me get 2 scoops
he
of
can
Dreamy
perform
on
his ass
waffle
off, too,
cone.
man.
No,
Like, he's
I mean, he took like ballet his whole life, so like, you know what I'm
talented.
saying, like that mixed with his songwriting.
He's from the Pasadena Playhouse.
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, he probably is. Like, no lie. But no, man, like we're trying to get more creative with it. But
He makes his own croutons.
Yeah.
But with these next couple night shifts, you know, I think we're after Joey, we're gonna more or less keep it within in-house just to kind of, you know,
For the
get it-
farewell, like
for the
vibe,
farewell.
like, yeah.
You know, we want to
We want to
keep
bring
it
back. We
in-house.
want to bring back our boy
Double
Corey
time.
Cole. We want to do like a swoop night.
double time.
You remember the swoop vibes back in the day? We want to bring back Corey Cole, maybe Daryl.
Yeah, we might do a swoop gang night.
I think his
Shout
name.
out swoop
His
gang.
name nowadays is Shooter. So
Oh man.
shout out to Shooter. But yeah, like a little swoop night would be cool.
Yeah, man.
But
So
like,
we got some things planned, but you know, at the end of the day, MJQ is going to continue working with us because they see the value of what we provide.
Shout out to everybody.
Yeah.
And you know, shout out to the team over there. Shout out Adam. Shout out Ryan. You know, just good people, man. And you know, I had a whole goal last year. Honestly, like beginning of the year, I had a couple opportunities to play.
I got nice shit stickers for sale if y'all want them.
Need them, 25 cents.
DM me.
Ooh. $25,
I'll deliver them.
But really, my only goal last year was to get a residency in MJQ and to bring some people that I love with
That's
me.
another thing about it is like we've been trying to do like a thing like this together for a long time, but I've in the past like so many years in general, it's like the whole point was like bringing back the old Atlanta vibes, and I always said like nowadays like the only place I would do that was MJQ. Like there's nowhere else I would have done it at, and then we
It
just
would either been graveyard or
And we
everything.
initially
graveyard's
wanted,
a
we
food
wanted
hall
to
now,
call,
like,
we
it's an
wanted
amazing
to
food
call
hall,
night
don't do
shift.
no, I don't like it.
You suck.
You know,
All right, man.
I live over there.
we
I love
don't
I
like
don't
the
know.
Woodies.
I just get mad because I missed the
it. You don't like? Whoa, time out. What
You don't like
don't
the
you like about the Woodies and graveyard?
I like the Woodies on Monroe. That's my Woodies, you know.
The racist one?
Oh, they're racist?
The one without fries?
Yeah,
Wait,
they don't have
what?
fries.
They don't have fries at the one on Monroe.
Wait, hold up. Do you
You
get
know what? I have never gotten fried.
Wait, hold up.
They
Hold
just
up.
give you Lay's.
Do y'all get steak?
What?
Do y'all get steak sauce at that Woody's?
Yeah.
No. Wait.
Which one? The one on Monroe?
No, the graveyard one.
Monroe.
No, I mean, yeah, sometimes.
You got it?
Yeah.
I always got
Okay,
the steak
okay,
sauce.
okay.
No, I get the
A lot of
I,
people don't know about
I
it.
put an order in when I'm done DJing in certain places, and I go pick it up. It's late night. The girl in there, she's from Cali, so she knows me. So I can still get I can get a milkshake at 3 a.m. over there, like, which is God, thank you. On top of that, I get the wedges with the extra cheese. Add the
I
bacon with
didn't
the
hear
steak
the
sauce.
They're great.
Bro, the Philly wedges. Don't get the sandwich. I don't want sauce. First of all, I don't want no bread that if you let it sit too long in that wrapper, when you open it up, it looks like
Oh, yeah, you
Zordon's
gotta
face.
Yeah.
Okay?
You gotta eat it right out the wrap.
I don't want to eat Zordon's face.
You gotta eat it right out the wrap.
Jordan's face.
I'm
looks
just saying.
like a map of rivers.
I get sad when I walk in there.
Zordon's face looks
I
like
get sad walking in there.
old white elderly scrotum. That's what it looks
Oh
like.
God.
But it was scrunched
All
up.
right, I'm not gonna waste
It
it.
was scrunched up because he just sat in the crystals in that glass jar.
Stop.
It was
man.
balls in his
That boy
salad.
was pickled.
It was balls.
Y'all just destroyed Woodies for me. I like
He said
Woodies.
Zordon
I
was
can never look at it the
I
same.
like Woodies.
I just
He said Zordon was something vinegar based.
Yeah, I gotta find a Philly spot. All right. Man, you just ruined my night.
My man said Zordon was pickle based. Oh, what's your deal?
What are they talking about? Get up, bud.
Listen, bro.
Oh my God.
If you get the fries with the Philly on top in the little cases, gas, man. But I'm not gonna lie, they got subs over there, they got publishers over there. Like it's, I rock with this spot because to take away graveyard is sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're going to replace graveyard with something,
Was
at least let it be food. One,
Right.
like if they would have knocked graveyard down and put some condos up, we would have been hot.
yeah.
We'd have been mad.
But it could be good food though.
You know, TKO's good.
No, it's not
It's
popular.
just
Like
the building
literally
hasn't
it's
been.
dead.
If the building
We went
hasn't
on a
been
Saturday night
repurposed
and it
with
was dead.
the
So
same
what you
care
said?
that
What was
graveyard
that? Like
did.
the food or the
No, the vibe. It was just dead.
I don't really care about the vibe too much as long as I get my food. Because sometimes you go in there and it'd be 2 hours to get food.
I
Would you
mean,
rather go in there and it's dead and you
Right.
can eat, or would you rather go in there and it's lively?
I
And,
would rather a lively environment. If
oh, so you're
going
gonna go in there like eat and have a good time?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
See,
why
I've DJ'd 5 hours. I'm tired. I'm going home.
Yeah.
I'm just calling my food in and praying that it's hot and ready when I get there.
Yeah, then go to somewhere that's a late night. Like not like this is supposed to be a food hall. That's
But it's
supposed
open
to
till
have-
3 a.m. 4
Yeah, so
a.m.
it's supposed to be like energy and like a vibe.
Yeah,
and
but
it's not.
energy in that
Yeah.
area.
When did I say you've been there at 3 a.m.?
Huh? I mean, I'm an old lady.
Exactly,
just
because I'm
saying-
saying when I get there at 2:30, it's packed.
I mean, when we were there,
For
it
real?
was like
Yeah,
during
right.
like
Alright.
a poppin' hour. It
But
was
you also
dead.
realize the DJ stops at I think like 1:45, 2 o'clock.
Are they having DJs up there like that?
But it's not like our type of. It's
Yeah.
not our type of
But it's
DJs.
like,
It be dope. Like they be having some
I
disco
didn't know it gets packed
DJs
like that. I've been there and
It-
there's just like
it's-
It gets packed. It's
during
so
the
they-
bands
so they have
and the
bands
DJs.
and have DJs.
It'd be like a good little hour, and then it'd flare off.
Yeah.
But then people get drunk, and after the club around 2 o'clock,
People end up
it
in
just
there.
starts
Yeah,
slamming back out again.
I went there on Halloween like 2 years
It'd be
ago. And I
slam.
think they had like the old homies, like some of the Cobra Courts homies. And
DJ.
Man, it does get busy.
I know what you're talking about, 'cause I was there.
Like 2 years ago. I
Like
think.
for
Yeah,
It was about 2 years ago, Halloween.
yeah, like
Yeah, I popped through there and
Okay.
got some food.
it reminded me of like old graveyard vibes. Like it was cool.
Because you know what's funny is that's
Yeah.
when they had just finished reading. Because remember they took the
That was
stage
brand
out.
new, yeah.
That's when they had just finished putting the stage back up and putting the sound back up to have music. I think that Halloween weekend was
Yeah.
the first weekend they actually had
Yeah,
DJs out. They didn't really have a booking set up, and they just was like, it's called the old graveyard people that we know best,
Yeah.
and that's what they ended up doing.
Yeah, I remember I
I was
was my
nosy.
first time there since they changed.
I
But
was in there.
I was because the bartender is cool. He knows me. He's cool. He always tries to offer me tequila, but I'm like, it's the middle of the day.
that's another
Bro.
thing. Shout out to the bartenders at
It's
MJQ.
new.
They're all great.
I
Yeah,
love
the
them.
bartender, them they cute.
They're
I don't know who the
very
girl
good.
is that works in the
Yeah,
back with you guys all the time, but she's awesome.
The one with the braces?
She looks kind of young.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, like every time I see her
Everyone's
in my head, all I hear is, she was a scary boy. I said, she was a good.
Shout out to the whole staff at MJQ. They're all amazing.
Yeah, they really
Great
are though.
people.
Like they
That's
both
what we
treat
tell
us
our
like
friends
family.
that come, or like any problems that happen, like security, the staff management, they're like,
They're chill, bro.
we get that shit, or we get that taken care of.
I'm mad that I didn't realize that you guys have that door around that corner.
Yeah.
See, I came in by the door where the tattoo spot is,
Yeah.
and with the little duck off. But the door in the front, I didn't realize that was your door.
Yeah.
I've never even went that way.
What are you talking
before.
about, the drunken unicorn door?
Well, they
Yes,
never.
but
They
it's never
usually
open.
don't have
Yeah,
it
it's
open.
not
That's
open.
never
So
open.
don't you have to go through MJQ?
Yeah.
It's never open.
Unless that's the event. That's the door for unicorn. If it's like just a unicorn event.
Which,
Got it. Because
yeah.
I was like, normally you got to go
They
through a
haven't
big
used that in a
name
long
to get
time.
it like that.
I mean, I
Don't use
used
that much.
it when I held that event for my homie that passed beginning of January. We used that door because
I didn't know that
it
door
was a
even existed.
Wednesday. The rest of the venue was open, but we wanted to keep it a private event.
Yeah.
So we just had everyone come and do that door.
I wish we could use like that door more often. Like,
It's
there
tight.
was also like rumor that like the last thing standing with MJQ was gonna be Drunken Unicorn.
Yeah.
So like that'd be like the only event going on there for like the last of like them being there.
That'd be dope.
So we'll see what happens on then, but like we don't know.
I
We
think
don't
they're
know
gonna
for
play
sure.
by ear. I don't know
Yeah.
if they're gonna just like slowly
But
cut
some
off
of
the
these, like,
venue,
you know,
or
these
if they're gonna
builders,
keep
There's
that
people
room
buying
open.
these plots of land in Atlanta are.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we bought this, but all right,
But
we're
there's
gonna come in next
also,
year.
but there was also news about whatever developer has bought that space that they're now delaying whatever they're building.
Yeah.
Which, a lot of people all of a sudden, even at work, my manager was asking me, "Hey, are they delaying the move on MJQ?" I'm talking about a dude that like used to party in MJQ like hard in the 80s and 90s. Like
Yeah.
he
People
loves
think
that
it's forever.
space.
I think they moved to that location like in the 90s.
Do people don't realize like MJ,
1997
Oh yeah,
to
you
be
saw
exact.
that.
No,
but
bro,
it was
like,
at a different spot before that.
Like my manager's name is I won't say his name on the radio because I know he'll never forgive me. But he used to go to MJQ like a lot, even with his.
MJQ been open a long time, even before it was named.
And
MJQ.
he's like 60 something right now. And for him, like I'm talking about all the spaces, and he knows exactly what I'm talking about. Nothing's changed in that venue in 30 years. Nothing.
Yeah.
Like
I don't. I mean, I used to.
He said, I've been pissing in the same left urinal for 30 years. I marked my name on it.
No,
I literally used to go there when I was like 13 or 14 and try and sneak in. And I could never. I think I got in like once maybe.
Yeah.
But like usually I would just not get denied and I would just hang out in the parking lot.
You know how they kicked you out, right? I knew how they kicked you out. You went to the bar and asked for yoo-hoo.
Nah, man.
He was like, let me get a yoo-hoo on the rock.
Nah, I was like, yo, why is this kid in here?
Exactly. You gave when he was at the bar, like, yeah, you see yoo-hoo.
Nah, I wasn't like that.
But see, if you fast forward, if Jack Harlow was out there, to be like, oh,
Same thing with the graveyard, actually.
He's just young.
The first time I tried to go to graveyard, I used a fake. And then, what was that? What was the union called before that? Was it like East Side Lounge?
East Side Lounge.
So yeah, back I was like 19 maybe.
It was a polar
I
bear.
tried to get into graveyard when I was like 19.
Yeah.
I was like, here you go, sir. And then he's like, this is you.
Take
And I was
my
like,
son.
yeah, this me. And he's like, so if I was
Take
like
my
caught behind you, if it's you, it's you. And I was like, oh shoot, no, that's not me. And he's like, all right. And then they're both laughing. The cop's laughing. He's laughing. He's like, here, take this fake ID and go up the East Side Lounge. We'll let you in.
Oh, Jesus
I was
Christ.
like, all right. And then went up there, got in. You know, everybody's there. Like, hey, what you need? What you want? You know, that's. I was like 19 years
It's
old.
a polar room. It's a polar room.
Yeah.
Atlanta's definitely not a real place. We've said that a million times. People who don't live here do not understand it. Like I love when my friends, like I have some country friends. Smooth.
Oh yeah.
Smooth comes to Atlanta and thinks he thinks like all of Atlanta is Six Flags. And I had to realize if you don't live here when you get here, it is Six Flags.
That's how I told you. Like I lived over in the Lost, Auburn and Boulevard. I love going through that intersection on the weekends because it's like literally like GTA. Everyone there is an NPC. Everyone there's a robot. Like every single person on that corner, they're all just like doing the craziest stuff. This dude's doing donuts in the intersection. Cops chasing them. They're just going out. Someone's just dancing like blindfolds on or something.
Nothing shocks you in Atlanta anymore.
I love that.
Because you see.
Remember, I was telling you that,
you
and then
see
some
so
girl
much.
was just twerking on your car for no reason while his homie was taking pictures.
Yeah.
We're just like, bro, what are y'all doing?
I was
Like,
there. I
everyone's
saw it.
honking at him. They're trying to fight the people honking at
That
him.
was
Like,
just,
trying to take a picture.
and you were
My
like,
girl's twerking.
you were like, it's a normal Friday night.
Bro.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
finally moved out of that area. I'm like, I kind of miss it sometimes, but not really. But I still.
You just miss the controlled chaos. It's not even controlled. That's just pure chaos.
I need three things from you guys before we wrap up.
Alright.
One, we're gonna play this game real quick because I'm not letting y'all get away from that. And then two, I'm gonna ask y'all three questions, and you're gonna answer them just without even thinking, just consciously. So we're gonna play put them in the coffin real quick before we get out of here. So this is the scenario: you're going to a friend who's you care about him a lot. Like say you go to a friend's funeral, and say your friend was a fisherman, you would leave like a lure in his favorite lure in his coffin, right? So I'm going to ask you to put yourself as these people's best friends, and I want you to name three things you would leave in their coffin.
Oh, let's go.
Okay?
All right.
Actually, take it back. 5 things you're going to leave in their coffin.
5.
5 things.
All right,
Shouldn't be hard.
All right, who's going first?
Okay. Who wants to go first? You.
Go.
Okay.
You put my coffin.
No, it's not. I'm going to tell you the person.
Oh no.
I'm going to tell you the person.
Let's go.
All right. So 5 things. What do you put in Michael Jackson's coffin? 5 things.
Some teddy bears, some Skittles, some silk.
Some silk. You said some silk.
You said the first 3 so fast, like you knew already.
Yeah. I see his 80 synthesizer.
Oh Jesus!
That's what he made a lot of his hits on, and then a baby.
A baby? You just not safe.
A baby toy. Baby toy.
But he said some Skittles. When he said some Skittles, I heard Michael say, "I love."
He paused too hard on that baby.
I was like, I blanked. I said, baby.
He's putting a
He said, "Wait a minute, that's not
live child in the casket of Michael Jackson.
When he said Skittles, I heard Michael say, "I love Skittles."
And then I hit him with the silk on top.
I heard Michael go, taste pretty good.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus! Oh my God! All right.
5 is too many.
Most people, when you ask them this, they laugh so hard that they can't get to the first 2 or 3. Zach is different, so I should have known when I was going to ask him that. He was like, "I got this, bro." Like,
Yeah.
he's like, "I'm gonna give him a synthesizer because he made a lot of his songs." I was like, "This man really knows this man. Like, he really knows what
I
he
know
wants."
where his sounds came
Listen,
from.
silk.
The CS80.
He said some silk.
Yeah. Some silk. I just picture my man's wind blowing.
Here, here's some silk. What is he? Who is he? Jesus? You bring him furs and silks? What is he, Jesus?
Frankincense?
Yo, put SAYJAY on the floor, bro.
No. Alright.
Yo. He brought his senses for silk.
I had the first three instantly.
He was ready. He was ready.
I wasn't ready.
It was
right?
for paws on silk.
I had a
Like,
feeling.
okay.
I had a feeling that no matter who he said, he was gonna bring silk.
That was so
Hey,
funny.
get him in there.
Nah.
First said Whoopi hit him like
It was
this.
Michael Jackson. I know he wore a lot of silk. I'm saying.
It was Michael.
All right.
Athletes and silk.
Alright, SAYJAY.
All right,
so I
SAYJAY,
got-
you
so I
ready?
got- so I got- Let's go.
R. Kelly.
Oh, man. I gotta put his discography of Trapped in the Closet in there for him to listen to.
Is it on cassette or tape?
It's
What's
on
the-
both. I'm keeping the VHS in there.
He had the dual VHS
Yes.
feed, VHS DVD box.
Yeah, put the Walkman on.
Yeah, damn right. You gotta have the
So
VHS.
he's getting trapped in the
So
closet.
that's the first two. 'Cause you
Trapped
gotta
in
have
the
the
Closet?
audio and the visual. So that's two, all right? 3, just a jar of piss. Just
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. Is it an empty jar or a full jar?
I'm gonna.
Man, jar of piss.
Wait, I got one time. I got so many questions about this pee now. Is it short pee?
I don't know. You can look at it as a glass half full, half empty. It's up there.
I'm sure he won't lie.
I'm leaving him audios and videos and piss.
And then the other two. Put
Come on.
2 adolescent women for him.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ!
God.
Not no wet wipes or some blankets or something. This man said two.
That's a dirty
They
call.
gotta look like Leah.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Jesus freaking.
Oh,
I told
Lord.
Calvin the other day if I didn't stand up, I'm either gonna get laughs or get canceled.
Oh my God. He's on his what's the dude that's about to get canceled
That's
now?
our little war.
It's one of the two.
What's the dude that's about to get canceled for the George Floyd jokes, man?
Oh no, Matt Rife?
No, it's the dude from it's the fat dude from Wild 'N Out. Not Wild 'N Out. It's
Wait a minute, the black dude?
he's on Kill Tony, bro.
The black dude?
The black dude on Kill Tony with the
I
dreads.
know who you're talking about. I don't
Not
know.
Cam Patterson, not the
Okay,
new
so
one.
not him.
Cam Patterson's hilarious.
He's hilarious.
Cam Patterson's like my new top. It's the one that say the N word a lot. That he do all the roast battles on All Deaf Media.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name, but yeah, he said a George Floyd joke, and when he said it, even I watched it on YouTube.
Yeah, hit the wrong way.
It hit me wrong. I was like, yo, bro, like
That's how you know it's funny.
you know, I'm a YouTube dive. I slid over to the unsubscribe real fast. Like,
Yeah.
catch me with somebody like, oh yeah, we got to hold it. College history.
That's
He's been watching a bunch of this guy.
If y'all knew my mother, now you know that's my type of
I
college.
unsubscribed and went right over to Nate Jackson's page. I said, Nate Jackson's doing immediate stand up with the people. Let me go
I
ahead.
gotta say, clear those jokes. I'm good on that.
But listen, man, it's been a pleasure having y'all guys. Night shift guys. They got merch, everybody. They got stickers and stuff.
That's actually the
I'm not gonna
merch.
EDC these year. I'm
Merch.
gonna use these as spaces over just my
People
nipple.
want 'em.
That's
It
it.
ain't gonna do nothing for the areola, but it'll give me just the tip of the nipple.
You just have to wear them. It'll be
That's
a
all I
3D
just grabbed what I had.
Oh, I could stagger them.
There you go.
That's what we do.
Night
See that?
shift.
Times 3.
No, night shift.
Night shift.
See, stack it. No, night shift.
There you go.
Pasties on the tasties.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. So listen, man. Everybody, you can find these guys at Night Shift ATL on all platforms. Like they said earlier, them tickets are $5. Now, I'm gonna lay this out real quick before we get out of here and let some of these mixes from some of these amazing DJs in Atlanta play. Here's the thing: Atlanta's not a cheap city no more, and we're getting full.
Yeah.
So when you come out here and you want to party with your friends, or you want to come out and see your cousin, and he want to take you to the club, what you don't realize is that little $500 you came out here with to hang out, it ain't gonna do nothing. Not in these clubs. Not when that's gratuity and one bottle and a section for 5 people that's really built for 2 people to have an intimate dinner. That's what you're gonna get.
Full of whack ass.
It makes no sense. So you might as well. And here's the thing: nobody's gonna be dancing in the club. The only thing you're gonna see is when they play Sexy Red. The girls that don't have no consideration for themselves is gonna show it all. That's all you'll get in Atlanta. But if you want to dance, if you want to be like Diddy without all the weird stuff you've been on lately, when he was just dancing. We thought we was like, did he just dancing? He had a quarter. Once then he started trying to be cool and start talking to girls, then he got weird. Before that, he was just dancing.
Free J-Lo did.
Free J-Lo.
Just saying.
Sean John. He was still Sean John.
That got it going on.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, if you want to vibe
Mr.
and
Combs.
have a dance and have a good time and not worry about who's standing around or who's with you or who's doing what or who shot John and I don't care. Like, if your concern is not that, then the only place to be this Saturday is MJQ. Now, I'm not gonna lie.
Night shift.
I'm plugging myself as well. I'll be DJing Central Afro Beats, Afro House at Tulum
Sexy.
from 9:30 to about 1:30. But at 1:30, if God says the same and I have a babysitter to hold me down in the right parenting lane, I shall be first foot forward, second foot following, straight to MJQ. I'm trying to pop these movies. I'm trying to rub my movies on somebody's face. Girl, I ain't see you in a minute. How you doing?
Yeah.
And if you don't know how, then watch her do it. Y'all, a lot of y'all don't know about that. But yeah, man, like pull up on Night Shift this weekend. Come experience something different, something unique. Hey, listen, I can promise you this: you can walk in Night Shift for $30 and have a time of your life.
Oh yeah, you and your friend.
You and your friend can walk in Night Shift and have. I went in there the other day, looked up. I said, beers is $3. All the flavors of beers is $3.
Yeah.
And they had my hard apple ciders.
And we got the
They had a new Atlanta apple cider that was like Atlanta made cider. I had about 7 things. 7. But listen, I thought I peed 11 times because when you got the sugars, you got the pre-sugars. Look, when you got the pre-diabetes sugars and you get to drinking all that alcohol. I peed about 11 times, but listen, it was delicious. It was Christmas addicts. I'm trying to tell y'all need to come down to MJQ this weekend. Doors open, 10 o'clock?
11.
Oh, y'all late with the vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, the line.
But I like that.
So
11. So the doors at MJQ overall open 11?
11 to 3, yeah.
Oh, so that.
And the line, like, it
That's
usually
why-
goes
that's
out.
why-
That's not bad. That's a good solid party
That's why
time.
there's a line out the door by 11:20.
Well, like 11:20,
No joke.
12 o'clock. The
It's
line
out
goes
the
out to the
street.
street, like, most of the nights. Like,
Every time.
so, like, all you gotta do
They
is
got
get
food
$5. No food. No food.
Nah, they ain't got time for food. It takes away from dancing.
Straight dancing.
See, that's what listen, I'm not hating, but I'm plugging
Like a
somebody.
workout.
If you make food and you got your stuff together and your license is legit, you should be in front of MJQ about 2 o'clock, 2:15. Because if you was up on that little hill just posting up with something to snack on, you might make your little brands. You know what I'm saying? There'd be a lot of folks at
Little
MJQ
bread?
weekends.
You make a lot of bread.
You'll sell out.
Do
You'll
a
sell
night
out.
shift food stand at the end.
All them fast food spots up the street gonna have lines around the
I mean,
building.
listen, all I'm saying is if SAYJAY did some meatloaf sandwiches,
Oh boy.
and we just brought an air fryer for the fries. Sell out. Everywhere we sell out.
I make more money doing that than DJ.
Boy, listen, and how you rethinking sometimes, like, wait a minute, a couple pre-made meatloaf.
I can cook meatloaf now.
Listen, SAYJAY with the meatloaf and meat sauce and that chicken parm. That man has made it where I have got my chicken parm game is up to par because of SAYJAY's chicken parm.
You're welcome.
I just chase his every time,
You're welcome.
and I get better and better.
That's it.
I appreciate y'all coming out, hanging out, man, having a good time.
Appreciate you having us.
Kind of giving a little savor of what Night Shift is all about. I have a feeling that if I leave these stickers anywhere in my house, then my son is gonna
Your son's
put
gonna
them everywhere.
put them everywhere,
They'll be on the toilet,
or
they'll be-
ingest them, or feed them to the
Oh,
dog.
he want to adjust them. He knows real food. That man eats real. That's a grown ass
See
man.
how he looks.
Time to give them to us.
That's a grown man.
Size of a 5-year-old.
I'll find one of these inside Bruno's ear.
2.5-year-old.
I'll find this in Bruno's ear or on Flips' leg or on my controller somewhere or on a screen or on the fridge. He'll find it. He knows. He watches us do things and turns around and does
Once he
exactly
learns
what
to
we
jump, he'll
watch.
be touching the top of that fridge.
Last bit of advice for today. People, listen, if you're large like me, don't have kids. Because they're going to be large like you. My son is 2 years old. He's 3'4" and a half.
It's the size of a 5-year-old.
And people confuse him for 4 or 5-year-olds.
It's aggressive.
And he can climb up on every counter in the house.
But he's
And,
2.
He can open every drawer, turn on every light, open every door.
But he's 2.
Yeah. And he's only 2. He drags his own food chairs to the table. He will slap you and wake you up and tell you it is breakfast time.
Yes, in
Other
his
day he
chair,
slapped me.
gets
I
out
got
his
up.
chair.
He drug me by the hand to the fridge, opened the fridge up, and tried to push me in the fridge. I was like, what does this mean? She was like, he wants his breakfast now. I was like, dude, you gotta start talking now, bro. I don't want you to start talking, but you gotta start talking. Like, bro, it's 9:15 in the morning, and I'm smushing mashed potatoes that I forgot to put a container on my nipples because he smushed me in the fridge, and he's strong. He's so strong.
I understand it.
Bro, it's like I want to yoke you up like you're a grown man, but you're not.
I see him like once every 6 months, and he always doubles in size.
And then now my daughter's in the 99.9 growth percentile, and she's freaking. She slapped him the other day and just had him crying for like 2 hours.
They're gonna have some brutal fights.
The strongest hands, the biggest hands, bro. Like
they're gonna be some tough kids.
Like I'm laying in the bed the other day eating a wedge, and she snatches the whole wedge, and squeezes it. So now it's just crispy wedge in her hand and just potato all out.
Like, this is your face.
Don't have strong babies, people. These pandemic babies are different. Y'all need to. Everybody who's having kids, y'all need to give it like another year break and let the pandemic stuff subside because pandemic babies are different. I'm out of shape, which I'm thanking SAYJAY for encouraging me to get back in the gym.
Yeah, buddy.
Because being out of shape, trying to check. I got my son hit me the other day. I went to reach for him, and he hit me with a juke move with a toy, and my leg said him, and the other one said him, and I was sitting there grabbing for everything, just grabbing for everything while he was running up the stairs. But yeah, parenting is a blessing, man, and this show is too. I appreciate everybody who supports Green Room Thursdays. This is not about me. It's about the industry. It's about DJs, producers, promoters. It's about barbacks that don't get enough shine. It's about bottle girls. It's about club owners. It's about security. It's about street team. It's about the bathroom attendant because I'm telling you, when I find me a bathroom attendant to come in here, sit on and talk and tell me them stories, a lot of y'all gonna be exposed, especially y'all drug dealers who think y'all cool. Y'all drug dealers want $6,000 in your pocket. You go to the bathroom, don't wash your hands, and expect the bathroom man to keep a secret, and then you don't use no cologne because you smell like brute.
Hashtag dirty buddy.
But look, it's been a good night, man. We're gonna let some good mixes play. Shout out DJ Black Amigo, man. Shout out Stay True. Shout out Styles. Shout out Blacks. Who else? Cyrus.
Yeah.
Who else we got mixes from? Myself, I got tons of mixes in there, but man, shout out to all the DJs who've been just submitting mixes to play on the station, man, and just opening up the opportunities and opening up the platform for a lot of people in Atlanta, bro. I want any and every DJ, if you know me, reach out, man. DM me, hit me. Reach out to TKO 101 Radio and let them know that you heard about, from the show and that you want to submit some mixes. We are waiting to hear from other DJs that have things. We're not the only ones in Atlanta that have good music. There's plenty of opportunity, and we are not gatekeeping. I'm big on not gatekeeping in the show. If I know something, I'm big on exposing and allowing you guys the opportunity to see it, know it, hear it, learn it, just like myself. Last thing I believe y'all what is this, especially because we've been big on the gatekeeping this last month talking about it. If you know something and you don't want to teach people about it, it's a horrible situation because even if you teach them, they still have to do the work to do it. SAYJAY been DJing for 10, 12, 13 years now. He can teach somebody everything he knows and show them every secret and give them every person's contact. They would still have to go through all the hoops and loops that he went through to get there. So you don't have to gatekeep on people if you've put the work in. Just continue to be yourself, do what you do, and allow other people to put that grind in. You should be inspiration and motivation for grind and not for holding it. Hold on, this is Two Twins. I'm gonna beat y'all up. DJ Toots, because they've been everywhere. Shout out to DJ Toots, the twins. If y'all don't know who that is, that's Duke Deuce and them DJ. But yeah, I want my mix for y'all. We ain't playing. So I appreciate y'all boys for coming out, man.
Gang. We love it. We appreciate you, Callie. Thank you for having us on
Yes,
Night Shift
thank
ATL.
you.
We on this Saturday. MJQ, come see us. We live.
Saturday,
Unicorn. Let's get it.
With that boy Joey, Big Joey in the building.
Last couple night shifts at the historic venue, so please come see us, enjoy the vibes. If you've never been there, check it out while it's still there, man. We need to.
And shout out Shiki for sliding in the building.
Shout out my wife in the building. Yeah.
Malibu Shiki in the building.
Shout out to the brain trust she got.
So, yo, this your boy 450
Board of
Panda.
advisors.
450 Panda. We do this each and every Thursday, 10 to 2 in the morning. We in here. Hey, feel free to call in. I'm going to still be here kicking it for a little bit. Feel free to call in, check in, tap in with us, ask some questions. Make sure you pull up, like I said, I'm going to keep saying it, night shift. You see the stickers, night shift. Woo! This weekend, Saturday, MJQ Concourse, inside of Drunken Unicorn. Whole lot of vibes, whole lot of dancing, whole lot of good energy. Make sure y'all go show some love. $5 to get in. There's no party in Atlanta you can get in at $5 except at MJQ. So pull up and shake it, watch yourself. Show me what you're twerking with. Show me what you're twerking with.
Okay.
And we out.
Woo!